Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pod Racer Part 16. I'm going through this pretty quick. You might have just seen there I got a 3rd place in this race. I will show you that 3rd place because it was quite unfortunate. But this recording here is the first place of this this jungle / beach race that I was having trouble with before. As you might be able to already tell, that this is this is pre-recorded for before I added the commentary. So yeah, sorry about that. It was the only way I could do it because I pretty much spent half a day recording this just to try and get this 1st place so we can continue on. But there was it took a while to sort of work out a few tricks to get around this track. I sort of held off from holding forward on the joystick to get it to lock into that boost mode. And there's just a few places that you've got to sort of concentrate and remember the track so that makes it easier to get around. So not holding forward. And just going around the track slower, I guess, than usual. But you can sort of see I've got a bit of a lead, and I try and keep that lead. If I can keep that lead till I get up to about this point, it's usually pretty good. So yeah, so going around these corners is as you can see, pretty hard because they're pretty tight. Air braking a lot, and just releasing the acceleration so that obviously it slows us down, and crash there. I almost got past there, which when you get past there, it sort of makes you want to speed up, which is bad because then you do that and crash at that point. But it's a 3-lap race, so it doesn't really matter if you get past a little bit, but once they start getting a bit of a lead, it's really hard to catch up in these races. So coming around here now, I've got a bit of damage on both engines, but that's alright because what I can do is repair, and that slows me down for that last corner, so I don't have to use my air brakes as well. That's a sort of a little trick just to take some damage so you can repair to get around corners so that you don't have to use the air brake and slow down really quickly. So yeah, not doing alright at the moment. Just going around the track as usual. This is the sort of harder part. You'll see an explosion come up sort of soon. Just there. I'm not sure what that actually does. It doesn't really affect the track, I don't think. It's just for dramatic effect. Yeah, so this bit on all the laps was sort of experimenting a little bit between using air brake and just letting go of the acceleration to get around those corners. And I find that either letting go of the acceleration and not using the air brake, or holding the acceleration and air brake buttons at the same time can help you get around those corners. But when I got to this point and Anakin sort of passed me, I'm like, oh, this is pretty much going to be it, because I can't catch up in the actual jungle part, but managed to, so that's good. And forgot which way to go here and sort of crashed a bit there, but it was alright. I got, as you can see, sort of slowing down, crashing a lot, and then got into third, and I think it's at this point I reset, or I go past here, go up through here, and I think I crash on this bit as well, and then reset the race, because as soon as you get sort of that much gap between you and first place, you pretty much can't catch up. But this was about I think it was like 28th or 29th time I'd recorded this, so yeah, it was a bit frustrating. So I was pretty happy once I won this time. But yeah, there's a few sort of odes, I guess, to the Star Wars movies. The sort of the Federation dropship just then, and that's in this one. And I think a couple of episodes back we saw the Republic cruise ship in one of the episodes as well. So it's kind of cool that they've added just those little touches to the game, just to make it more, feel more alive, more more connected with the movies and the story, besides the sort of just the pod racing part. Yeah, so you could probably tell why this is a really hard course. There's just a lot of visuals that get in your way, like all the trees and exploding trees, and it's pretty hard to sort of follow the track. But I always find I sort of learnt that if you look at the actual ground as opposed to sort of ahead of yourself in this game, that's normally the easiest way to navigate. So just past Ben Podronera there, and heading up now to try and catch Anakin, which we do just before the bridge, which is good, and we don't crash there. If you don't crash on the bridge and you're in first, as long as you're sort of, paying attention, you can usually win this race. But as you can see, it's sort of gaining a bit of a gap now. Get around that corner. Well, obviously we're not going to be getting any new lap records, because I in the previous recordings I obviously got those, so a bit of a bummer there. Would have liked to have been able to show you the lap records that I got, but didn't end up saving the videos to show you that, because it's almost a gig a minute. Well, no, that's not right. I think it's just over 300 megs, 400 megs a minute, which is still pretty big. So with all these parts that I've recorded, they're still on my hard drive, and then all the editing videos and then the final product as well. Yeah, there's quite a lot of my hard drive space gets used up, so can't afford really to keep any videos that don't sort of help making the final product. But yes, I guess while we're waiting for this to, because I've sort of explained the track to you, there's not really much more to explain, but just an apologies for taking so long to record the next part. I've been sick. Still a little bit sick. Just a little bit of a runny nose and stuff like that. But yeah, the sickness has been going on for about two weeks now, so I went to the doctors, got some good old drugs to fix it, which has helped. So should be able to record some more parts now without sort of sounding really sick and really out of it. Yeah, I think the next one in line, if you're going sort of in order, is the snow one. So that should be alright, and then we'll see what happens after that. We're in the final lap now, and crash into that pillar, which I was a bit annoyed about. But kept going. Got to keep going, because, as I said, I think I recorded this track at least sort of 2 laps in about 30 times. Like not even joking, just 30 times recorded this video. So yeah, it's a pretty tough course. You've got to sort of know it really well. Just because all the corners, some of the corners you can't even see, like these ones in the sand. Obviously you can tell whether you need to turn left or right, but you can't tell if it's a sharp one or a not sharp turn. But we got into the jungle on the 3rd lap with a pretty big lead, but I think I crashed, so that sort of got ruined anyway, so we'll just see. Before, when I was recording, just when you go through those sort of statues, always crash, so it's always good to try and get through those, because if you can get through this into those sharp turns coming up now without crashing, you normally do pretty good, as long as you can get around the turns as well without slowing down or crashing too much. I mean, it's almost guaranteed that you'll crash once in these corners. But so the only real major obstacle now is the bridge. So hopefully, I think I crossed it all right. Yeah, just bouncing around a bit there. So get the repair on, and then you can sort of see Anakin sort of closing in real nice there. So just trying to concentrate and get to the end. It's basically the last corner, which is coming up right now. You think you can go around it really fast, but you can't. You've got to sort of slow down a bit. So cross the line in first, which is good. We don't unlock anyone because this is Anakin Skywalker's favourite lap. So, but that's the time, 7 minutes 44, which is good. And that race 4 is a snow one. But this is I was coming first, and this is the 3rd place that I got, just to show you what happened. It's pretty funny. I actually got a bit more of a lead around here than I did in the actual one, and it was second last turn here, I think, and then I was coming around here and crashed, and I thought, oh well, I'll just cross the line, but exploded just before the line and came in 3rd, and I was pretty angry actually, but we made it. So yeah, that was part 16. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll get straight into that snow level in part 17. So yeah, see you guys next time, I think.